All right, Herc. Would you like me to take over from here? Here you go, Hercules, a large steer skin. Maybe you should take it to where you had my coat made and get one for yourself. Thanks, Steve. I'll take over from here. Glorious. So now we just run back to Trachis yet again. Interestingly, the guy didn't even charge us to make the coat. We had to pay $200 for the sheepskin, lambskin, whatever it was, but it was free to make, wasn't it? So the steer skin was $300. Is it again going to be free to make? What kind of tailor does this work for free? That's not gonna put bread on the table. And look at this. This time, I'm even gonna remember to equip the thing before I talk to him. Welcome to my tailor shop, Hercules. I feel like we've done this several times now. How can I help you? A large steer skin. My God, that's exciting to a tailor like me. I just came in my pants. One moment, please. Here you go. This one's definitely large enough to fit you, you chonker. Glorious. And it was free. That's weird. That guy's gonna go out of business at this rate. Then again, maybe he's just doing it for free for me because I saved the town from the Cyclops. And then of course I have to re-equip the key. This is where I'm really wishing for some sort of fast travel option. Should I leave Thrace? Brr, it's colder than New Yorkus out there. A joke was so bad it's like something I would say. New Yorkus? Really? And I need to recoup some of the cost of this fucking coat, so I'm gonna go ahead and fight everything here. Oh, the throw was so goofy. This game's kind of fun. Come on, pick the cap. Throw them together. Hi, Kiba. I'm kind of enjoying this. Don't get me wrong, it's schlock, but I guess after Warriors of Might and Magic, any game would feel amazing. That back kick is satisfying every time I do it. I don't like that grab there, where you grab him and kick him, because invariably what happens is what just happened, which is it leaves me really open to attack. And that happens automatically. I didn't tell him to do that. It's just sometimes when there's a guy dazed. Yeah, if there's a guy dazed, sometimes you just grab him like that, and it's the regular attack that does it. It's not a different command. It's not the grab command, because the grab command obviously lifts them over your head. But before I'm talking to anybody, I gotta farm the food. You, asshole, do you talk to me? Brisk weather, eh, Hercules? That's one way to put it. Have you had a chance to speak with Hephaestus yet? No. Why, no, I haven't. Is he the blacksmith guy? Well, what are you waiting for? Pick it up. I was hoping for a more reasonable time frame for such a monumental task. Now, Hercules, we both know that is impossible. Except it's entirely possible because this is a video game where it cannot progress until I choose to progress it, so... It's like when Oblivion tells you you really need to get to Wayne and Priory, but you can take, like, literally an in-game year to do it and nothing happens. Gosh, aren't you freezing? Not to worry, I've got my winter coat on. Yes, my glorious winter coat that leaves my center of mass largely uncovered. Ooh, a snowman. I didn't see that the first time I was here. Oh, he's adorable. He's a little bit crooked, but he's reasonably well rendered. Well, I'm glad that somebody looks happy in this freezing cold. Tell me if this is just a bit ironic. Probably not. That word gets misused a lot. Hephaestus decides, of all places, to build his forge in the middle of a town of perpetual snow. It is a bit strange, but it's definitely not ironic at all because there's no reason you can't build a fire in the cold. I realize cold and a fire is hot and cold is cold, and fire and cold are opposites. But it's not like cold actually makes it impossible to start a fire. You can start a fire even in like extreme, crazy amounts of cold. So no, there's absolutely nothing ironic about that at all. Why would no one speak to my friend Steve? Because, O Great One, we worship only the gods. That shouldn't mean that you show disrespect towards others. Sage advice, my lord. Don't call me that. I reserve that term for my penis. Where does that door lead? It's a secret. Okay. Can you tell me what that secret is? If I told you, then it wouldn't be a secret now, would it? Yes, that's a fair point. I will give you a hint. When you can show me the rune that is as hard as my dick, I'll reveal what is behind that door. But I don't have any runes, so... Okay, so the only thing in here is this fucker who's always selling potions. I still have no clue what these do. Let's buy one of fire. A fiery potion. Hot indeed. Okay, so now C up shows the top one being lit. So I guess now I can drink that from this menu here, but why would I want to? I was assuming these elemental potions enhance some sort of elemental ability we get, but we're a ways into this game and I still have no actual elemental abilities. So are the potions just usable in and of themselves? Now that I've saved... Holy shit. That was actually really badass. Okay, so you don't drink it, it's a fucking attack. Well, I didn't know that. Why would you call that a potion? See, entirely my confusion there is because you called it a potion, which made me think it was an enhancement of some kind. If you had instead of making these potions, if you called them scrolls, I have magic scrolls for sale. I would go, oh, that's like a single cast spell, right? And then I would know it's an attack. Don't call it a potion. It's weird that a potion would be an offensive, like, area effect explosion of fire. How does that happen from me drinking a thing? That doesn't even make sense. Did that burst of flame come out of me? And if so, wouldn't that kill me? That would make so much more sense if it was called a scroll, and I realized, because then it would be self-evident. I would just intuitively grasp from the start that it's a single-use spell for offensive purposes. I thought it was a buff. Oh my god. Anyway, that means now I need to reset the game, because I want that back, because that was 75 bucks. And there's no way to just load the save from in-game, which is really annoying. So now I gotta go reset it. I gotta get around my mic. Oh, there we go. Gotta get around my mic. There's so many cables to trip on. Oh, it's a nightmare in here. So look at this. It's really quiet because I reset it, which resets the sound options. But in this menu here, look at that. They're in their previous position of sound all the way up and music down 4. But once I move, they reset. Oh, that is so weird. What a strange bug that they retain it at first and then reset it. But that's extremely strange for a bug, because think about it. The only way it could initially show as in the position I left it is if the information was written to the controller pack. But if the information is written to the controller pack, then why doesn't it just save the setting? Because the setting still resets, but the graphic doesn't at first. So maybe it does actually save your options to the controller pack, but there's a bug in the way it's implemented and it doesn't work properly, because otherwise there's no way it could initially show as in the same position. It sure is loud up here. What was that? I said, it sure is loud up here. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. It's really loud up here. And the dialogue in this game is kind of amusing. Greetings, Hercules. Hi, Hephaestus. How are you faring these days? I almost read that as farting. For some reason, it looked like that. Not so good, Hercules. What is going on, Hephaestus? I need to know. I heard that Ares has sealed off the portal to Olympus. He has transformed the key to the lock into the heart of the Titan... Mnemosyne? I'm assuming that M is silent like mnemonic? Mnemosyne, yeah. It awaits in the chamber that your father created to imprison it. He's gone completely mad. That's not all, Hercules. To further complicate matters, he's set up a series of locks to the Titan's chamber. The keys to these locks have been transformed into hearts of 3 separate minotaurs. The labyrinths are empty no more. You mean that the minotaurs live again? Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what he said. This is indeed a dire situation. Will you help me? Of course, son of Zeus. Ares had to begin somewhere. I recall that the maze of Gigantus was locked using the flame of the torch of Prometheus. That's that thing that I already knew you were going to tell me because there was sequence-broken dialogue earlier when I tried to go through the door. Only that torch is capable of unlocking the door that seals its entrance. Where would I get that? One of my followers is instructed to protect the sacred artifact. Find him. I will, Hephaestus. Thank you. Godspeed, Hercules. By the way, while I'm here, could you give me a swanky-ass bitchin' sword or something? That would probably help me out, but no, I guess I'm just gonna punch things instead. So now I just need to find whichever fucker has the Torch of Prometheus. But all the dialogue from everyone's gonna be the same, right? Oh, hey, this guy. Sigh, I haven't heard from my cousin in Trachis for quite some time now. I forgot I had a letter. I wonder if he's doing well. I'm sure he's doing fine. I sure hope so. Yeah, so now I gotta go. I totally forgot about the letter. This letter should tell you. Wow, wherever did you get from the guy? Like, where else? He asked me to make sure it got to you. This is great. I'd like to thank you by giving you something, Hercules. Do you like blowjobs? There's no need. Your gratitude is reward enough. I'd really like you to have this, though, Hercules. This is the Torch of Prometheus. Oh, this is the guy I was looking for. I genuinely didn't know that. I just accidentally missed this guy, I guess. He gave it to me when I was a small child. Why would I have such a priceless, peerless, incomparable artifact just given to me as a child? That's very strange. Perhaps you will find a good use for it. Of that I have no doubt. Receiving this letter was simply pure joy. Look, Fluffy had puppies. Who? My cousin's dog. Yeah, that's what puppies are. She had a litter of 7 puppies. My God, that's way too many bitches to handle. Well, I need to be going now. Many thanks, speedy one. Oh, the dialogue in this game is amazing. I know I'm reading it like a total dork too, but it's funny enough on its own. I'm gonna go buy some more potions. So I have to say potion of lightning, yes. Then he says, thanks to the business, and then I have to talk to him again. Welcome, Hercules. I want to buy something, that's what I like to hear. I have potions, which one would you like? Then I accidentally hit A to skip the dialogue, which actually just selected ones. Now I need to start over yet again. I want to buy something, that's what I like to hear. Potions, which one did you want? Then ice. Are you sure? Yes. A freezing potion, that leaves me cold, thanks to the business. Now I can leave. That interface is appalling. I should be able to just buy multiple of each one all in one go. I could just scroll to earth, go right to buy one, scroll down to fire, go right to select one, down to lightning, right to select 2, down to ice, right to select 1, and then just hit A and buy them all at once. Basically designs itself. I'm not going to deal with you guys, even though I have spent a ton of money now. Oh God, I'm stuck on this rock again and the jump button's not working. Oh God, that's exactly what happened last time. You'd think I would have remembered that. So where we see the horrible banding. Oh my God, look at all the flickery banding as it cycles through each of the quantization steps. It's so beautiful. Well, I was gonna save, actually, you know what? I will save here, unless I get annihilated on the way there. Greetings, Hercules. Yes, yeah, yeah, you did the thingy, don't use. All right. Shut up, bitch, I'm out of here. Should I enter the Labyrinth of Gigantus? Yes. What a handy torch Prometheus carries. Okay. And I'm not actually holding a torch, nor is it very dark in here. Well, I guess maybe it's not dark in here because supposedly I am carrying the torch. Ew. It's a really ugly sort of scrabbling noise. I'm assuming that means disgusting spiders or insect creatures. Probably spiders. Oh no, it's skeletons. Okay. Ooh, they sound very dry. Which I guess they would, but... Also, they can get dazed just like everyone else, which is very strange. How do you concuss a thing that doesn't have a brain? Oh God, it actually is a labyrinth, isn't it? Alright. I hope you're sitting comfortably. I think we're gonna be here a while. Is this just a pit? I think this is just a pit. That is indeed just a pit. I should have thrown a skeleton down that for comedic effect. Ooh, how did you come from behind me? That didn't make any sense. Is this a switch? Ugh, I can't seem to press this stone in. I must have to activate another switch somewhere first. Okay, thanks for spelling it out for me. Oh, the foley on punching these guys is a little overdone. Oh, and he made an impact sound after he landed. Is there food in these? I hope there is. Oh. Not the best. What's better than nothing? I need to stop being so sloppy with my combat then. Looks like it's just items and another pit. Yes. Well, I'll save those for when I need some healing. Clearly I'm coming back this way since I need to backtrack to that switch eventually. I am starting to get the impression that the foley for these guys moving around literally is just somebody crinkling like a candy wrapper. I mean, it does sound exactly like that, doesn't it? Yeah, I am being really sloppy here. I need to... I need to be paying much more attention with blocking. Okay, this giant door is probably the way out. I can't open this door. Maybe there's a switch somewhere. Yeah, so that's the way out. They're not stingy with the healing items, I'll give them that. I mean, they kind of are, because they don't give much individually, but there are plenty of them here. Pressing this stone seemed to activate something. So now I go back to the other one. Yes. Not the most exciting puzzle in the world, but it'll suffice. Should I enter Gigantus's lair? Yes. If that was the whole labyrinth, I'm a little disappointed. Oh, that was the whole lair. We're just at a hard cut to boss fight. He does look like he skipped leg day a few times. Well, more than a few times. Oh my god, his attack is basically continuous. Interestingly, what I wasn't picking up on is it seems to do damage on the backswing as well. Oh god damn. Well, he hits like a freight train. Which makes sense, he's a minotaur with a gigantic axe. He also attacks so quickly. It's not so much about waiting for an opening, which is how all combat in this game has worked so far. So it's going to need a different approach than the typical enemies, because the typical enemies, it's just block until they attack and then you have an opening. This guy does not work that way because there's no gap between his attacks. Also, he's completely stuck on his own whatever this is. Is that a forge? Is it his hot tub because he's so hardcore he just relaxes in molten steel or whatever this is? And of course, there's no way to make the camera just face him, which is exactly what you would want to do here. So navigating around him is going to be difficult. He also spins fast enough I can't get behind him, so it's not the technique I use on the Cyclops. So I think this really is just about navigation. We just run around, but that's made so much more difficult by the fact that the camera is following me and not him, meaning he just ends up off camera. Ooh, he did a little charge there. That would be definitely an opening to attack him. Ooh, except he's actually invincible while doing that. Well, now I have a little bit of a feel for how he goes. It does seem to be sort of like the Cyclops in that basically I'm trying to run around him because you don't want to be right in front of him, essentially, is the entire extent of it. But, man, is that made more difficult by the fact that I can't just make the camera face him. Unless there is actually a lock-on feature and I just haven't figured it out because it's weirdly esoteric or something. In fact, I might even Google if I can find somebody who scanned the manual for this game, because obviously I don't own the manual to this game. I don't own the manual to any N64 games. Look at that. Internet Archive comes up right away. Z, here we go. Center the camera behind your character. Holding the Z button moves the camera upward so that you can see what is below you. You're controlling Serena. Tapping the Z button while an enemy is nearby will lock her sights onto that enemy. So that confirms, yeah, it only happens as her. Then why is the fucking arrow there as if I can? That's so weird, and that's so frustrating because this fight would be a non-fight if I could actually keep the camera facing him. It's not too bad for these enemies because this sort of combat with general enemies, it's not hugely reliant on positioning, so it's not the end of the world if the camera's not quite facing the way I want it to. It's a little annoying. I would prefer I could keep it facing the enemies, but it doesn't make the combat weirdly difficult or anything. It's manageable. But with a boss, especially a boss that's entirely based on maneuvering and positioning, it's just madness that they didn't implement some way to do that. Now see, I can lock it this position, but that's not locked onto him. As soon as he, like, now he's off screen, and I still, it's better than it following me, because I can sort of lock it in the direction of the enemy, but it's not going to be hugely beneficial. Also, this steam effect there really seems to kill the frame rate, so, oh god, I did not expect the camera to pull that 180. I kind of want to lure him away from that fire effect. Yeah, it does hurt the frame rate. Oh, and the camera just keeps doing a 180 there. That was not my doing. I did not actually put a command in for that. And then he just does the charge attack, which causes a huge amount of damage. So yeah, the trick does seem to be circling around him. Getting a few punches in, and circling before you can decide to dash. Oh god, and the camera does that, which totally fucks me up. And I can't rely on audio panning to tell where he is, because as thoroughly established at this point, the audio panning is completely fucked. Oh, come on. Like, one more combo's got him. Oh no, one more. Got him? Got him. He almost had me dead. Except he's just healing. Am I supposed to pick him up? He's dazed, but there is no pickup option. And then he dies suddenly. So I think what was supposed to happen there, is that he was dazed, and while he was dazed, he was regenerating. And I think what I was supposed to do is pick him up and throw him into the forge here, or the molten steel, or whatever that is. Because otherwise he was just regenerating health and I would have to fight him again. But the grab icon to pick him up wasn't there, so I instead just kept punching him, and I was thinking he was supposed to be in the fire here, so I just punched him into it and clipped him into it, and that appears to have worked. So I think what actually killed him there is that I had pushed him far enough into this that he entered the kill zone and died, but surely that's not how you were supposed to do this, because it looked dorky as hell that I clipped him through it. Phew, that was tough. It actually was. I very nearly died. Oh yeah, and from the image there, yeah, as he watched the minotaur Gigantus sink into the molten lava. Yeah, I think I was supposed to throw him in there, 'cause there's no way you're just supposed to... Whatever, we'll pretend that worked really well and was epic. Wasn't that cool? Hercules noticed a gleaming object rising back to its glowing surface, plunging his hands into the hot cold. Why would he do that? Surely there was some sort of implement he could use to scoop it out. Hercules retrieved the heart of Gigantus from the burning embers. Actually, it looks pretty bitchin'. Is that in my inventory now? Oh, yes, it is. It is right there. Finally, those slots are getting occupied. Also, I'm very nearly dead. You'd think it would heal me because I'm done with the boss fight, but no, it's gonna make me go in here and break open these barrels to farm the fucking bread. So, not a terrible boss fight. I like the idea of he regenerates and you have to finish him by throwing him into the lava. That's actually conceptually cool, even though it clearly did not work correctly for me. It is a shame, though, we haven't gotten any means of actually being more powerful than we were. Like, we still do the same amount of damage, and we still have the same amount of health. We have, yeah, 2,000, which is what we've always had. We're not progressing. It's not like, you know, when you get heart containers and shit in Ocarina of Time, and new items that allow you to do new attacks, that sort of thing. Also, you'll note these guys occasionally do a thrusting animation, which of course makes absolutely no sense with an axe. Like, yeah, he just did it. So, I mean, it's because they're using the same animations for characters with swords and characters with axes, but then just don't do a thrusting animation. Also, this particle effect here is pretty good. It's a lot of on-screen particles, Those are the ones going straight upwards. There's the ones that are kind of like showering back down. And then there's even ones flying out of it onto the ground and bouncing. That is a tremendous number of on-screen particles for an N64 game. Ah, the heart of Gigantus. And I can forge the rune of Asterius from it. This stone rune is rather heavy. Thank you, Hephaestus. I've heard news that one of the villagers has knowledge of the minotaur Asterius' whereabouts. You may wish to seek his advice. When you can show me the rune that is hard as rock, yeah, so I just need to have it equipped, I guess. I think I have what you requested. Show me. Does the rune of Asterius fit the bill? Yes, quite nicely. Well done, Hercules. You may have the key to the portal. Good luck. Is that the key to this thing? Where did that villager get this key to the secret entrance? Oh well, at least the key seems to work here. This had better be worth all of that jabbering. I don't even know... Wait, how did going through a door take me here? I guess he did call it a portal. In his dialogue, he said, I'll give you the key to the portal. But it didn't look like a portal, it just looked like a door. And historically speaking, the word portal did just mean door. I guess it was a magical teleporter, not a locked door, but why would a magical teleporter take a physical key like a door? So yeah, this is an area we've been in before. I don't know why we're here. Oh, you know what? We're probably here to go to the town, because there was that door where Steve said only a god could survive in there. Hello, do you people have anything different to say? What happened to our hero, Steve? He had to go take care of some other business. I don't know why Hercules said that like he was prevaricating. There's nothing to prevaricate about. Steve is just somewhere else. What happened to our hero, Steve? He had to go take care of some other business. Gee, I wonder if that's what every line of dialogue is going to be here. What happened to our hero, Steve? Yeah, that's gonna be every line of dialogue here. Just for fun though, let's see if the mayor also says that same line. Your friend, Steve, was kind enough to free me from the aura in which Ares imprisoned me. He is quite a hero. He is indeed. Well, at least his dialogue was slightly different. Also, at least his house isn't completely open. There's like some vases and shit. Well, there's apparently nothing for me to do here, so I'm actually gonna save first. I must need the rune of Asterius. Yes, I have it. You're really gonna make me do this crap? God damn. I'll use the rune of Asterius here. Should I enter the maze of Asterius? Let us venture into the unknown once more. I was really hoping he would say Asterius a third time just for maximum awkwardness. We have rushing water with a reasonably high quality sound effect for it. We have some nice reverberant ambient sound effects. Let's go this way. There's a fucking thing on the wall. Oh no. It's gonna be like switches I need to press? Well, that's 5. I don't know if those are switches I need to press or if it's just the number 5. Well, that's 6. Okay, yeah, these are just number indicators. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, let's just do them in order then. This is 1. Ooh, these walls are tougher than the ones in the last maze. Just to waste my time, essentially. Exact same monsters we had in the previous area, which is a little disappointing. I was hoping for something different. Frame rate is not good here, sadly. Ugh. Okay, yeah, now the controls don't feel so good because the frame rate is just enough lower here than it has been elsewhere. I am getting dropped inputs. It's making fighting these guys harder than it should be. Also, they appear to have more health than the ones in the last maze. Which is annoying because I don't have more health, nor do I have a means of doing more damage. So now they're just damage sponges. Which does kind of feel like pointless padding. Ugh, this chest isn't locked. This looks like a key to another chest. I wonder where I could use it. Probably on another chest in one of the numbered areas of this location, because I think I've already figured out exactly what this maze has to offer. And I'm sure you have too. If you've ever played a video game before, this is gonna look... Ooh, skeletal dogs. Oh, that's kind of cool. Technically not really a new enemy, because it behaves exactly like the other dog wolf creatures, but at least it looks cool. I do wish it made different sound effects, because it's a skeleton. Like the clattering of bones or something, instead of stock monster noises. So that's a 2. This isn't numbered. Doesn't Does it really matter what order I do these in? I think the numbers are just there to tell me, like, order to do chests. I don't know if it's going to say, punish me for doing the wrong one first. Also, it's weird it just flat out tells me the order. You'd think the puzzle here would be figuring out the order. Because it's going to be a key to a chest to get a key to another chest to get a key to another chest. And the whole point is we have to find out the order, but it just tells us. Yeah, so it looks like this area is a fair bit bigger than the last maze we were in, which I think is why... Oh my god, he's just stun-locking me. Which I think is why the frame rate is terrible. Which is very unfortunate because it's making the combat much harder. Which means I'm now mostly dead and we're barely getting started, so this is going to be a bit of a disaster, I think. Oh, I can't wait to go into my inventory for every one of these chests. I'll try the key from the last chest here. There's a small key in this chest. It looks like it opens another chest. Did I mention chests? So I'm gonna open this one. It's unnumbered, so I don't think it's gonna kill me. Hopefully there's just like healing items behind it. Well, there aren't. There's just more fucking enemies. 3, it looked like. Oh god, a dog. I saw that as I was turning the camera. See, this is where it would be really fantastic to have some sort of healing item I could take with me, because I'm just getting annihilated by the terrible controls now. Man, that's frustrating, because the controls have been so solid up to this point. And now they're terrible because I'm getting increased latency and dropped inputs from the poor frame rate. This game has not been particularly difficult up to this point, and now there's been actually a substantial difficulty spike suddenly. Although, unfortunately, yeah, a considerable percentage of that difficulty spike is just the performance. Oh man, yeah, it's really bad here. If I can lure them somewhere that runs better. It doesn't really run better over here. Ooh, actually here it's not too bad. If I'm facing this way, it's not too bad. Oh yeah, okay. That's my new tactic. I'm gonna try to lure them to places where the frame rate is slightly better. Oh, fuck this frame rate. Okay, yep, I'm gonna try to lure him. Come over here, because the game kind of works over here. Oh yeah, much better, much better. Now things actually happen when I press the button instead of a week later. Come on, notice me. There we go. Back up, hopefully I'll take one at a time. Are you not gonna come after me? Oh, he's stuck, because of course he is. Ah, such glorious pathing. Ooh, I think I successfully got just one. Nice. Yeah, really the solution here is just to be extremely careful. We'll just be methodical about it. I don't need to be elsewhere in the game, so I had gotten used to being pretty sloppy in combat. Yeah, this is working. It's not terribly exciting because it is a lot slower to do it this way, but it's effective, and that's what really counts here. Hopefully there aren't monsters in the water. There might be. Ah, yes, proper healing items. Ooh, ton of items down there. Okay, and I guess a crate to get back out. Well, I can backtrack to this for health when I inevitably need it. See, this is a properly sized dungeon. It's weird the other one was just like 3 corners and you're done. This one is a little more like what I was expecting, so I guess they just kept the first one basic because it's your first one. It's weird throwing enemies does damage, because it really doesn't look like he's throwing them that hard. Ooh, that's the exit. I must need a key for this great big door. I'm gonna backtrack for some health, and then we're gonna head to, door number 3. This is where you start to wonder, how long have these barrels been here? Just think how manky and nasty these old loaves of bread are. Would you eat that shit? You think it would just be poison at this point? Which, of course, is a great argument for there being some sort of healing item we can purchase and carry with us in our inventory. Sort of like the potions in Ocarina of Time. Noticing a bit of a theme of that game being better than this one in literally every conceivable regard, but that's not surprising. And yeah, see here, I'm not allowed to turn the camera for some reason. Oh, no, now it works. I just had to hit it 7 times. I don't know what the deal is with that. The camera's just picky sometimes. For inscrutable reasons. I'll try the key from the last chest here. There's a small key in this chest. It looks like it opens another chest. I don't think we need this dialogue every time, because I'm pretty sure everyone has figured it out by now. Of course, go to inventory. Select it. Oh, God. And then do it too fast so it doesn't count. Ugh. I'm so tired of this shit. Oh, God. I just realized this level's long enough that if I die on the boss, this is going to take fucking forever to do this again. Yeah, I can't turn the camera. I'm hammering Z. It's just, for some reason, it won't let me. This would be a great spot for me to move the camera, but it won't let me. And now I can. Yeah. And now Z works. It's not even that you're not allowed to in combat, because there are many times I have in combat. That's still fun to do, though. Come here, you. Oh, they've already lost interest. Come on. You, bitch. Alright, this should be the last chest. In here should be a key to the final door. And if so... There's a large key in this chest. It looks like it might open some kind of door. That should be a door to the exit. So now... I'm actually going to leave and save. Hopefully this game doesn't fuck me by, like, making it impossible to leave. Oh, it does. Well, I'm gonna go stock up on health then. Let's take a good hard look at Mr. Ugly. That was a good line. And of course, yeah, we just hard cut to him charging at me. I have a feeling this is going to go almost exactly like the last. Oh, we even have a thing in the middle. Ooh, those are interactable. That's interesting. So maybe the other... Oh, that filled the center thing. Okay. So, yeah, this... Oh, God. This is clearly going to go exactly like the last one, except holy shit, he has a lot more health, I think. He's wearing a lot less clothes than the other one as well. Which is, frankly, a little off-putting. I did not need to see this guy in, like, tiny little shorts. So, yeah, so far this goes exactly like the last one. Which is not the most interesting thing in the world. And I'm actually gonna do just... fuck. I'm actually just gonna do 2-hit combos on this guy, because the third seems to be just long enough... Oh, fuck! Seems to be just long enough it really makes an opening. I guess, yeah, the indicator he's gonna charge is that he does manage to block me. Yeah, like that. And I'm gonna die like a bitch. Especially because the frame rate is completely falling apart with this steam effect. So I really need to get away from that thing. Oh, and that went through my block. I guess blocking doesn't actually block all damage, which I had thoroughly been under the impression that it does. You know what? I'm just gonna circle around and do single punches. It'll take all fucking day. There we go. He'll do a dodge. Or a dash. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Why did the camera do that? It's like, even when you have the camera locked in a direction, it still just does whatever the fuck it wants. I wish this game could stick to its own goddamn rules. Usually failure to do that is a sign of bad game design. I'm not specifically going to accuse this game of. I'll let you make up your own mind. Yeah, the trick here, I think, is just don't do any combos. Combos lock you in place too long. Gives him an opening. But doing a single punch does mean this is going to take all fucking day. My god, this is boring. I mean, exciting. Exciting. Can you feel the adventure? Ooh, that frame rate's dropping. I gotta get him over here. Now, see, what I'm really worried about here is I don't actually know what to do with this guy once I have dropped his health, because I still have no idea really what I was supposed to have done at the previous one. I think I'm supposed to pick him up, but again, it didn't work last time. I was not given the option of picking him up. I just punched him into the fire. But here, I'm first gonna have to stop to hit the gong. Now, I'm tempted to try a potion, but the problem is I don't know if while I'm standing still, while it goes off, if it actually gives enemies an opening to hit me. It probably does. Okay, he's down. Hit the gong. Can I now pick him up? Oh, I can! There's just no actual... Oh, fuck. Well, you can't carry him very far. Well, I didn't fucking know that. Well, that is going to mean that I'm going to have to fight him very close to the fire, since I can't carry him very far. And that's going to have the huge downside that it's going to make the fight 50,000 times harder because the frame rate sucks when I'm standing near the fire. I stopped recording for my next attempt because, I mean, there's going to be nothing different about it. I just did the whole area again. And since there's absolutely nothing different or interesting about that, I would cut it out anyway. Here's the deal. I have him down to like a couple punches left. He's very close to dead. And I've been fighting him away from the fire so that the frame rate is fine. I'm so off to the side exactly like I was doing last time. Nothing different there. So now the plan is I'm going to unpause the game. I'm going to run to the gong and hit it because that will fill the thing with lava. Now that I've learned I can't carry him very long, he regenerates faster than I thought. Now, the gong only summons lava temporarily. However, it seems to be for a little bit of time. So I think I need to hit the gong first and then finish him off and throw him into it. I'm going to unpause the game. Get hit instantly, of course. He was closer than I thought when I paused him. Oh god, now I'm getting stun locked. So, now I'm going to lure him close to the fire, now that it's here. And I'm going to try to finish him, except now he's just going to do the dash thing. Of course, which wastes a bunch of time. Actually, you know what? Let's get him stuck. I want to see exactly how long the lava lasts. Now, the issue here is when I'm fighting him close to the fire like this, to the lava, I can't go in circles around him because, of course, this giant thing in front of me is in the way. Ooh, it does not last hugely long, but that should be more than enough time. It doesn't drain that fast either, so this should be okay. Okay. Get in there, bitch. Wait, why is he okay? Why the actual fuck did that not work? I think I took slightly too long and it was starting to drain. Maybe the instant it starts draining, it's no longer effective, which, by the way, would make absolutely no sense because it's still full of lava. So now I'm guessing he's totally at full health. So I guess I need to get him closer to dead than I had him. Oh no, he's actually not full health. Okay, he just sort of gets back up. Oh god, he actually is regenerating quite a bit. Okay, I think he's got a couple more punches. I'm gonna hit him one more time, which I don't think will be enough to knock him down. There. Get the fucking lava. This is so not interesting. And of course he does the dash, just to waste my fucking time. Get in there, bitch! There. Oh, it magically worked this time, even though it totally should have last time. These minotaurs just keep getting more and more badly designed. I mean, harder to kill. Sorry, that just slipped out. After defeating Asterius, the second of Ares' Minotaur guardians, awkwardly long pause, Hercules retrieved its heart by pulling it out of the hot magma. How many minotaurs could he have possibly created? Well, we know 4, because there's exactly 4 slots for hearts in the pause menu. And now I get to heal. Oh my god, what could be more fun? This is also the point at which I'm going to go save, just in case something horrible happens, like the power goes out or something, and I don't want to have to do that again because it was incredibly obnoxious. Alright, we're in the clear. You can make something difficult without making it actually obnoxious. They are not actually the same thing. So, now, I think I just need to return to Hephaestus, which is going to take a while because I just realized I got here via a fast travel through the door portal thing where I just appeared on this sigil over here, meaning I think I have to travel to Alpsius the very, very long way, which would be to leave this place from the place where we climbed the vines and then just run all the way back there. Because there's no, like, interactable thing on the wall. I can't interact with the sigil itself. Yeah, it was apparently one way. Man, I was having some fun with this game. I was kind of enjoying punching things, and wow, that last boss fight was so obnoxious. And the terrible frame rate making the controls suck in the labyrinth before the boss was also obnoxious. And now forcing me to go the long way because you didn't bother to make that portal two-way? Do you want me to like your game or not? Because when you fuck me in the ass like that, it makes it less likely that I'm going to like it. And you'd think the whole point would be for me to like it. Alright, Hephaestus. I ripped the second Minotaur's heart out. Excellent, Hercules. There is but one Minotaur remaining. The Minotaur Gryphus. I'll fashion the rune of Gryphus using it. Here you go. San Tomanicus is where I would be heading next. Yeah, I've already been there. Also, why are there only 3 Minotaurs? There's a 4th slot for a heart there. But I will gladly accept only one more because they are not interesting to fight. So now we just immediately turn around and leave and head back to San Tomanicus. I'm noticing a lot of this game is just sort of tedious travel. I would call that padding, but that's because that's exactly what it is. And unfortunately, because I already cleared San Tomanicus, the town itself, out of order, I guess, by doing it earlier, I'm not even going to have anything to do there. We'll just go straight into the fucking labyrinth, and I'll have to do another miserable, tedious labyrinth again. So we won't even get the reprieve of, like, running around town for a bit first, because I already did the whole thing where, like, the woman on the ship wanted the net and the bait. I had to go talk to the other people, which was not interesting, per se, but at least it would have given me a little bit of a reprieve before we had to dive right back into a fucking labyrinth. Should I enter the labyrinth? Yeah, may as well. I don't want to, but we kind of have to. Okay. I'm assuming that doesn't hurt to walk over, but it doesn't. Okay. Oh, fuck. Oh, we have traps. Oh, that thing's nasty looking. Oh, look at that. I'm curious. I can't actually get a good... Oh, there is a door down there. So I think I need to trigger it, or does it just move periodically? I thought it was triggered by me walking up to it. So clearly I need to trigger it and then run behind it, because there is a doorway at the end of that hallway. But I'm going to check over here first. More crushing things. Oh, is this the same spike wall? It just goes all the way across the entire area? Oh, it does. Okay. So that hallway I was seeing at the end is actually this right here. It's just a loop around. They go to the same place. So we have spike walls, we have crushers. What I haven't seen yet is a trap door, which means I am absolutely expecting one. There's going to be some point at which the floor just falls out from under me. Ooh. That sound effect is terrible, but also it's not edited correctly. You can hear an obvious click when it starts and ends, because they just chopped the waveform. And it's not at a 0 cross. So, good job there, guys. I think that's too fast, to be honest. I'm not sure I can actually run through that. I'm gonna see if there's a switch to disable it. There probably isn't, but I'm gonna look around first. Some crushers there. More of these things. These ones are at least a little slower. See, I saw another spike wall. See, I don't know what these flame vents here are. Like, they don't seem to be doing anything. I would expect them to be, like, bursting out vertical flames periodically, and I would have to time the opening to run across it, but it seems like they don't actually do anything at all. Okay, so the spike wall I think is in, yeah, there it is. So I'm clear to run past. Does this go anywhere? What am I even looking for? A switch? Keys? Ooh, there's a chest there. But we have a bit of an issue here, which is that steam effect destroys the frame rate, which means I might get a dropped input. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Let's see what's in here. This looks like a key to another chest. I wonder where I could use it. Then there's a marker on the wall. It appears to be the same sort of thing marking numbers as we had in the other one, because I'm guessing that's 1. I guess I found the right chest first. Let's wait for that. Get the fuck out of here. Thank you. Okay. So we have chests. They're numbered. 1, 2, 3. Oh god, that means I have to find 3 keys. Let's see. What pathways have I not exhausted then? Well, I guess the ones with the choppy blades. And no, I did not find a switch to disable them. I swear that's too fast to get through. I guess I'll try the slower one first. I'm gonna say that's also impossible. Unless I started running on it when it was opening. If I wait until it's all the way down, the time it takes to close is not nearly enough time to run that far. But if I, like, right here, jumped on it and started running, maybe I'd have enough time. This can be doable, though. Except the previous one I just went through now blocks my view of the next one. If I can wedge the camera diagonally, it's okay, though. There we go. That was not too bad. Okay. That's key 2. Of course, now I need to go back through this. I was really hoping they would stop once I had the key. Oh, come on, camera. Work with me here. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright, that's not too bad. Which means I kind of need to do this one next. Ooh, fuck, that's close. Okay, that's key 3, so presumably then whatever I get out of those chests is going to be keys to something past the crushers. Problem is the frame rate is now worse facing this way, so it's going to be harder to go back through it than it was to go through it the first time. Ah, crap. Slightly early on that. At least that's not an insta-kill. I was genuinely worried that was going to be an insta-kill. Spike wall should be there. Alright. Now, which key is which? Are they numbered in the menu? Oh, fuck, they're not. So now I have 3 larger keys. So it's not just the one for the door. So that now means the only path left to go through is the one with these crushers. And I swear I do not have enough time for that. Oh, yeah, just barely. Just fucking barely. Ooh, barrels. Okay, so there is still some healing here. I figured since there aren't any enemies, it wouldn't give me that mercy. There's a bust of somebody here. Actually, it looks movable. Oh yeah, it is kickable. Is there something underneath it? Looks like it was a switch. But it didn't unpress, so I don't know why I did that. Looks like a key to another chest. Oh my god, really? They really like their whole use the key to get another key thing, don't they? So, there we go, there we go. Run for it! There we go. So we have 3 locks. These are probably the larger key locks. Okay, there's a blue-colored lock. I don't know if that's relevant. And I think I hear enemies now. I must have to unlock the smaller locks before I can unlock this large lock. Yo, dog, I heard you like locks. And yeah, that's definitely the candy wrapper sound. Looks like it belongs to a big lock. Okay, let's try the huge keys. Or, excuse me, large keys. That seems to have done it. Okay. I'll use the huge key in this lock because it's huge. That seems to have done it. Now I guess I'm just looking for the exit. And yeah, we finally have enemies. And of course, I have to encounter enemies on the section of this map that has the worst frame rate. Yeah, the thrill is combat is definitely wearing off at this point. It was kind of fun for a while, but it's just not good enough to remain entertaining. Over here. Come on. There we go. It's nice and smooth over here. And by smooth, I mean like barely 20 FPS. But hey, it's playable. It's fine. I don't know where I'm going. There are actually quite a few pathways here. That is clearly the exit, because it's a big-ass door. I can't open this. It's locked by some kind of switch. Okay. Well, then what the hell did the huge lock do? See, now it seems like that musical stinger I talked about before seeming completely pointless. Here, it has seemed to happen when enemies have noticed me, which makes more sense. You'd think the point would be to indicate that something has happened. I'm getting that impression here. I was not in the first area we played as Steve. It seemed like it was happening randomly. But here it does seem to be triggered by the enemies. And of course, I looked around the wrong corner there because the sound was to the left. So I thought, oh, there should be an enemy to the left. And no, he was to the right because the sound in this game is completely fucked up. And no, it is not because I have the cables hooked up incorrectly. I checked. Because there are other sounds, environmental sounds, that are panned correctly. You know the real treat here, though? Is this is the longest level yet, which is not a problem in and of itself. It's actually not problematic at all. In fact, it's kind of cool that this is a nice, large labyrinth. But holy crap, think of how long it's going to take to redo this if I die on the boss, which there's a pretty good chance I will. Ooh, there's a switch. I can press this switch in. There we go. So this should be around where the huge lock was, right? Yes. Okay. I haven't gotten lost yet. I generally have a really good sense of direction in games. It hasn't let me down yet. Oh, there's another switch. There we go. Oh, yep, here we go. Probably. Oh, shit. Hello there. Yeah, see, that stinger was perfectly in time with enemies noticing me. There we go. Let's top off my health. Get some nasty old bread that's been in a dungeon for God knows how long. It's the healthiest kind of bread. Father, give me the energy to defeat just one more minotaur. Yeah, no kidding. I'm not sure I have the energy to do this. Okay, so I'm assuming he's chasing me. I haven't spotted him yet. The entire perimeter is surrounded by this grate with lava behind it. I'm noticing what look like giant buttons on the wall. These big square things, like that one there. I think I've already figured this out. Because there's no lava around us. So I think what's going to happen is I'm going to have to punch the guy until he's stunned. I think I'm going to have to pick him up. And I think these are buttons. And I have to throw him at the button on the wall there, which will cause lava to fill up the perimeter. There he is. Oh, the frame rate sucks, monkey fuck. Because of course it does. So the trick here Yeah, it sucks when I face the center of the arena, because then there's too much smoke on screen. Could you guys have drawn just slightly less smoke in here? Or redesigned your smoke effect so that it didn't destroy the frame rate? Because that also means it destroys the controls? Because it ups the latency when it's not running well. Oh, and then the camera runs into these fucking statue pillar things. It's like this whole fight was custom built to take advantage of all of their failures of design. Get right out in the middle, I have lots of space. There we go. Come on. Let's get you punched. I don't know why you have an arm that's like a different material than the rest of you. Is that an arm he stole from some other creature and just sewed on? That's clearly not his own arm, right? Is this like the Minotaur version of Liquid Ocelot? I'd pay to see that, actually. You know, a boss fight should be exciting and fun, right? I think that's generally the idea. This is kind of just making me die inside. Punch, 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 punch. See, this isn't too difficult. I've totally gotten a feel for how to cheese the minotaurs here, where you just do the circling around single punch at a time. So I've gotten a feel for this. I've gotten pretty good at not getting hit here. So it's not even particularly difficult. It's just very, very slow. Doing one singular... Oh, fuck, camera's all jammed up on that pillar. So I need to bail and reset. Glorious. This just keeps dragging it out even more, because I can't even just fight the guy, because now I'm actually spending more time fighting the camera than the Minotaur, which is actually exceedingly depressing when you think about it. Holy shit, this frame rate. I now kind of regret talking about how the frame rate and latency weren't too bad earlier. I mean, when I said that, they were fine. But now it's been multiple areas in a row of just, it doesn't even work, man. You know, I think I have a solution for the frame rate here, though, and it took me, well, I don't know, 1 second to think of it, because it's self-evident. Maybe don't have the steam effect when there isn't lava here. Because the steam effect is clearly what's killing the frame rate. So how about you just don't have that here until I have hit the button to make the lava rise up, and then we have steam. Because if that's happening, it's because I've defeated the boss, and then the frame rate's not very important. While I'm fighting the boss, the frame rate's extremely important, so you probably should have changed something so that it worked. That's called game design. But yeah, good news is I've gotten quite good at this. He's only hit me once. So, at this rate, this could go all day. Which I'd prefer it didn't, because it's boring as fuck, but at least I'm not dying. Also, I'm really curious if what I'm doing here is actually the intended approach. Because if I wasn't doing this, I don't know what my other option would be. Unless I just farmed a shit ton of money and bought like a massive amount of potions. But that being said, I have no idea how much damage a potion would even do to this guy. Come on. I saw the arrow. I think he's straight ahead, isn't he? Oh, he's not. I thought I saw the arrow above him. He was just out of the draw distance. Now I've lost him. There's a good chance he's going to hit me once I turn around. Where is he? Wait. Did he just... Well, I lost sight of him, and then Did he just fall through the map? Oh, thank God. I think he just fell through the map. And the reason I lost sight of him is because he was actually gone. So he must have fallen through the map and then fallen far enough that he either hit the kill zone, because generally when you fall through a map, there's a certain distance at which it just kills anything that falls through, or he fell through to the lava that is supposed to rise up when I hit the switch, and since he fell through the map, he just hit it because it was hidden down there. So now I won't even get to know if I was right about throwing him at the buttons. I mean, they look like giant buttons, so I'm assuming that's what I'm supposed to do, but I'm actually really glad that happened because... well, first of all, he had a fair bit of health left, and I was really bored, so I'm glad I didn't have to whittle down the last of his health, and I was really worried about having to throw him in a button, because I was really worried about not being able to throw him far enough. Anyway, if I never see another Minotaur again, it'll be too soon. Yeah, agreed, Herc. They were very badly designed, and boring as fuck. Watching the horns of the final Minotaur Guardian plunge beneath the depths of the lake of fire, Hercules breathes a sigh of relief as he pulls the heart of Gryphus from the fiery depths. I don't know how he managed to get it if it fell out of the map. It'd be very hard to retrieve that item. Anyway, I'm saving because that is possibly the most fortuitous thing that has happened to me in like the last 5 years.